Hello and welcome to my weekly horoscope for week commencing the 25th of April. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the key details to look out for, but then go on to give you each of the 12 zodiac signs in detail. So please stay with me for them. Now, of course, this week sees a stunning black moon, a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus on Saturday, the second new moon of this month. The first occurred on the 1st, but this one links in a sextile with Mars, the planet of drive, of instant gratification. And over the next 6 months, I think this gives us a lot of impulse to really grapple with these new financial realities that we've been given in recent times and try to find the best way through them. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, goes into shadow in the sign of Taurus on Tuesday. So there may be quite a lot of rethinking that goes on. Perhaps we are going to see changes, and changes coming quite frequently. Later this week, on Friday, Mercury moves into its home zone of Gemini, or one of its two home zones, but it will rewind back into Taurus in time. So we need to continue to think with as much dexterity and ingenuity as we can muster, not least because, of course, we have Uranus in the sign of Taurus as well, which is the planet of truth, and it's asking us to be more honest about our consumptions, perhaps of those those traditional fuels that we've become very dependent on, and just try to find more ways to flex around how we make food, how we eat food, how we consume energy, the way that we use any money we do have as effectively as possible. But Jupiter does continue a very positive link with Pluto this week. Again, if we can use our senses, our instincts, which comes very much from the sign of Pisces, it's going to be a good thing. But also in the second half of this week, a quite glorious alliance between Venus and Jupiter takes place. Venus is known as the lesser benefic, Jupiter the greater. They come together in an exact alliance where Venus is exalted and Jupiter the traditional ruler of Pisces. This can be really lucky for some people. I think a case of some karma coming to pass, some deserved karma, particularly if you've been someone who's been very supportive or helpful to people in the past. It may be your turn to be the recipient of other people's kindnesses and goodwill. But Friday also sees Pluto go into a retrograde, which will last through to the 8th of October. Pluto in Capricorn is very much about traditional power, but because Pluto is going to be moving for 2.5 months in 23 into Aquarius, and then into the sign of Aquarius for a longer period of time in 24, we're going to see some of those old power structures really being eroded. Perhaps some of the power that's being imposed in a negative way at the moment will make way. Let's all hope that might be the case. But please stay with me for your zodiac forecast. But if you would like to ascend above this information and grapple with more serious astrology, give me 3 pieces of your personal information of time, date and place of birth, and I will give you a roadmap that you can steer your whole life with, future forwards. This is with my special offer, which has 30% off with a character analysis and a 12-month forecast. Gain searing insights to guide your moves, but also unlock your true potential. Please see the link beneath this video. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see also the link below. Hello Aries, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 25th of April. If you've got a secret admirer, Aries, that person is really going to come much more into your consciousness this week. They may even reach out to you. However, this may be done in quite a subtle way. it's not necessarily the case that someone's going to make an overt overture to you. Much more likely that you should look out for someone's body language or a hint. If someone connects you from your past, for example, a hidden agenda would be a strong word, but maybe they have a greater desire to connect you than you've realized. Also, past experiences and knowledge and skills, maybe ones that you haven't even been using more recently, can actually come back into focus in a really positive way for you over the next 6 months. Of course, with Mercury, the planet of communication, initially going into shadow, then moving into Gemini later this week, and also Pluto going into retrograde, there may be a lot to think about when it comes to your professional situation. And that's why redeploying those old skills, those old connections, can actually be so incredibly useful to you. And as ever, as has been quite a theme for you with this cluster of energy in the sign of Pisces recently, but particularly since Neptune moved into the sign of Pisces in 2012, listening to your gut instincts is a very important thing to guide your moves. Now, if you're in a situation where your romantic life has been with someone more recently, but you're not quite so sure what to do, the combination between Jupiter and Venus and Neptune this week could see you wanting to perhaps just think very deeply about what to do. Now, in some cases, this may be a desire to bring the relationship to a complete finish. But if you can do that in as peaceful and as a sincere and gentle way as possible, it's going to be better for you as well. But I think that the financial aspects of any kind of relationship separation will be a big part of your sorting out that will be required to be done in the weeks ahead.